Hey guys, Barrow here, and today we're taking a look at the Longsword in Monster Hunter Rise. I've split this video into 3 sections, looking at the moveset, combat style and useful combos, and finally, some gameplay footage. Let's get started with the moveset. The Longsword's gameplay is built around the spirit gauge, depicted by the sword icon next to the weapon sharpness. Hitting a monster with regular attacks will fill the gauge, which can then be spent on more powerful attacks. One of these attacks, the Spirit Round Slash, will level up the gauge if it lands, adding a coloured outline. The gauge can be leveled up 3 times through white, yellow, and finally red colour. The outline will decrease over time, slowly reverting back to the base state. These spirit gauge levels increase the attack power of your hunter and can be used for a special attack. Starting with basic moves, you can press X to draw your weapon, pressing X while moving will draw into a step slash, and pressing ZR will draw into Spirit Blade 1. With your weapon drawn or sheathed, starting a combo with X will perform a step slash, continuing to press X will perform overhead slash into thrust, into rising slash, and back into overhead slash. This combo will repeat indefinitely. With your weapon drawn, pressing A will perform a thrust attack followed by a rising slash and back into thrust. This combo also repeats indefinitely, and as it uses the same strikes as the X button attacks, you can easily combo between them. Starting a combo with A is nice as the thrust is a quick strike and immediately gets you into the middle of the X combo. Pressing ZR will perform the Spirit Blade 1 attack. This is a wide sweeping attack that will combo into a thrust if you follow with an X or A press. If you have already built up some Spirit Gauge, the Spirit Blade 1 will have an extra particle effect on the hunter and consume some Spirit Gauge to deal more damage. You can then press ZR again to combo into Spirit Blade 2, consuming more Spirit Gauge and dealing more damage. ZR again will continue into Spirit Blade 3, and finally into the Spirit Round Slash, which, if it connects with a monster, will increase the level of the Spirit Gauge. Spirit Round Slash also ends with you sheathing your weapon. Ideally, you will want to have a full Spirit Gauge and an opening on the monster to perform the full Spirit combo, as it does take some time to complete. However, there are a number of combos that can shorten the time to reach a Spirit Round Slash. Additionally, if you find an opening but are short on Spirit Gauge for the full combo, you can weave a single X or A attack between Spirit Blade 1 and 2, as well as 2 and 3, in order to generate some extra gauge mid-combo. Pressing X plus A will perform a Fade Slash. This can be used to reposition mid-combo. When used to start a combo, it will jump backwards. If used in the middle of a combo, you can input left or right to optionally jump to the side. Fade Slash can combo into a thrust with A, or into a Spirit Jumping Slash with ZR, which continues into Spirit Blade 3 and Spirit Round Slash. This is the first way to shorten the Spirit combo. Next is one of the defining abilities of the Longsword, the Foresight Slash. This is performed by pressing ZR plus A mid-combo. The hunter will spin backwards and then slash forward. You can input directions for both the step back and slash forward. There's a lot going on when this ability is used, so let's step through it. During the spin backwards, the Spirit Gauge will be completely drained, and the hunter will have some invulnerability frames to dodge a monster attack. If an attack is successfully dodged, you will hear a ding sound effect. If an attack was dodged and the follow-up forward slash connects with the monster, your Spirit Gauge will be refilled and you'll be able to combo directly into the Spirit Round Slash with ZR. If you fail to dodge or connect the forward slash, you can combo into thrust with A or fade slash with X plus A, though generally you'll just want to roll with B to reposition. Lastly, we have the Special Sheath. Pressing ZR plus B mid-combo will enter the Special Sheath stance. From this stance you then have a number of follow-up options. First, you can press B to roll out of the stance, or if you wait too long, the stance will revert to a regular sheath state. You can press X to perform the EI Slash, a double strike that will cause the Spirit Gauge to automatically charge if it lands. This is shown by the Spirit Gauge turning blue. If you have enough Spirit Gauge, you can follow up EI Slash into Spirit Blade 2, jump-starting the Spirit combo like Fade Slash. Pressing ZR in Special Sheath will perform the EI Spirit Slash. EI Spirit Slash functions as another counter move like Foresight Slash. If you successfully land a counter, you will deal extra damage to the monster and gain a Spirit Gauge level. You can also follow up the successful counter with ZR for a Spirit Blade 3 into Spirit Round Slash, or ZR plus B back into Special Sheath. Lastly, you can enter Special Sheath after Spirit Round Slash, which allows you to continue attacking rather than resetting back to a sheathed state. That about covers it for regular moves. Next, let's look at what we can do with the Wire Bug. With your weapon sheathed, you can press ZL plus A to wire dash across the ground, or ZL plus X to wire dash into the air. While airborne, you can hit B to reposition, or A to hang from a Wire Bug. This allows your stamina to recover, but will drop you when the swing animation finishes. You can also hit ZL plus X while airborne to dodge in the air, or ZL plus A to wire dash back to the ground. While airborne, you can hit X to perform a jumping slash, or ZR to perform a jumping spirit slash, which will combo into Spirit Blade 2 of the Spirit combo. If a monster knocks you down, you can quickly hit ZL plus B to wire fall, launching yourself away from danger and sheathing your weapon. You can perform a Silkbind attack by pressing ZL plus X or ZL plus A with your weapon drawn. ZL plus A will perform the Serene Pose. This is another counter ability with a generous window. It costs 2 Wire Bugs to use and will consume a Spirit Gauge level for extra damage if it successfully counters. If the counter lands, you could follow up with Spirit Blade 3 into Spirit Round Slash to recover the consumed Spirit Gauge level. The other Silkbind attack is Soaring Kick. Performed by pressing ZL plus X and costing 1 Wire Bug to use, Soaring Kick will launch the hunter forward into the air. If you connect with a monster at any point before hitting the ground, you will kick up into the air and perform a plunging thrust, hitting 3 times and causing the Spirit Gauge to charge like EI Slash. Alternatively, you can hit ZR after kicking into the air to perform a Spirit Helm Breaker, consuming a Spirit Gauge level and dealing massive damage. Spirit Helm Breaker is our highest damage ability, and easily the best option to use a Spirit Gauge level when it reaches red color. Now that we've covered Special Sheath and the Silkbind moves, we can talk about a special interaction that they have with Foresight Slash. When performing a Foresight Slash, you are normally locked into the full backward step into forward slash animation. However, you can use Special Sheath or a Silkbind move after the step back, giving you some options if you know the forward slash will not connect. You can close distance with Soaring Kick, perform a quick counter with Serene Pose, or if you have time, enter Special Sheath and prepare for an EI Spirit Slash counter. That's it for the ability rundown. Next, let's talk about the fighting style and some useful combos when using the Longsword. The basic flow when playing the Longsword is to fill the Spirit Gauge, spend that gauge on Spirit Round Slash in order to level up to Red Spirit Gauge, and then spend that Red Spirit Gauge on Spirit Helm Breaker through the Soaring Kick Silkbind move. This can seem like a lot, but luckily we have plenty of situational moves to avoid damage and quickly build gauge levels. Let's go through some useful combos. The Dream opening combo when first engaging a monster is to counter its first roar with Foresight Slash into Spirit Round Slash, then Special Sheath and counter its first attack with EI Spirit Slash into another Spirit Round Slash. This will nullify 2 monster attacks and immediately put you at Red Spirit Gauge, ready to unleash Spirit Helm Breaker. Remember, you can only perform Foresight Slash within a combo, so open with a quick thrust if you need to. If you do find an opportunity to work through a full Spirit combo, you can substitute the first Spirit Blade of the combo with a Fade Slash or an EI Slash from Special Sheath. Weaving Thrust and Rising Slash into Spirit Blade combo is a great way to ensure you have enough Spirit Gauge to complete the combo if you know you started with too little. I've mentioned Spirit Round Slash into Special Sheath a couple times now, but it's worth mentioning again. It's a powerful combo to stay engaged with the monster rather than sheathing after Spirit Round Slash. I find myself almost always using this follow-up. In situations where you counter an attack with Foresight Slash but are too far away to land a follow-up to regain Spirit Gauge, you can instead interrupt it with a Soaring Kick to spring right back onto the monster. Those are just a few of the common combos I find myself using fairly often. That about does it for now. I'll leave you with some gameplay from the hunts I did while putting together this video so you can get an idea of how it all fits together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
if you've stuck through this far, then thanks again for watching. I originally started putting this video together weeks ago, while the Rise demo was still active. I think by the time I get this finished and uploaded, it's probably going to be past the point that it's actually useful as an information tool. But it was my first attempt at a pre-recorded, like scripted style video, so I wanted to at least finish it up and get it out there and maybe get some feedback before Rise actually comes out properly. So yeah, any feedback is appreciated. I had a lot of fun putting this together, a lot of frustration trying to get some of the combos to to work, but I mostly got there in the end. And yeah, thanks for watching.